Hey, what's up, everyone? It's episode 17, the penultimate episode of season 8 of Where's That Bark Heart? I'm one of your hosts, Nick Dury. Alongside me, as always, is.
Oh, hi, I'm Daryl Purvis.
I'm the penultimate Monty Scott here for you.
There's only one more after you.
Does
There's only one more coming after me, and that will wrap it up.
Is
is
this is this your
is this a
is this
baby
is
announcement?
this an announcement?
Yes, baby announcement. No, I've been working on it. I've cloned myself.
I want to picture a sheep that looks just like Monty, just running around.
Grass grassroots. I cloned myself. It's been a lot of work, a lot of jizz, but but I tell you what, it all worked out.
Just the
It's like, what do
sheep.
you do it for?
Just
Sometimes, like, you put in those long hours. People are like, do I even have any jizz left? And like, and then it's times like this that you're like, wow, man, it's all worth it. Like that's when you're just like, you know what? Yeah, that's why you put in the hours.
you could get DNA from a strand of hair.
Yeah, is anybody else afraid that he might have fucked a sheep?
And that's what you think
You,
cloning is?
yeah, just fucking things until it works out.
I
Like
cloned
that's
a
that's
I
what.
cloned a couch.
Yeah. Well, I was like, you can get DNA from a hair. You know, tell me how. I'm doing this with manuals and Chat GPT. You know what I mean?
And a
No, I don't have
blowtorch.
a
Yeah,
blowtorch. I don't have access to all the labs that these fancy people have.
sure.
Yeah.
We should also say before we get into, I'm sure what's going to be a very golf heavy podcast. Monty got quite a interesting call out on another podcast, a very popular US based podcast called out by name on the Tuesdays with Stories podcast with Mark Norman and Joe List, two very fine, very up and coming US comics. And Mark Norman told a story about doing a set at Absolute Comedy Ottawa with Mr. Montgomery Scott there. How'd you feel about that?
That was great. What a nice thing to
Yeah.
remind to give a shout out to me, which I did very little about his set. He came and he did the set, and all I did was I'm glad I was just like, do what you want, because he's a big deal, so you
It is a
can't.
big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, he came from doing like I think a 2,000 or 2,500 seat arena for theater for him.
Right.
And so he came from that to do this set because he wanted to do the set at this club. So he's like, I swear I'll stick to my time and the whatever. And I was like, dude, I'll just come on and read the announcements. I don't care.
Right. Right.
You do, because I mean, the audience would have, I'm sure, preferred that. I guess. I mean, anybody who knew who he was just like,
Yeah, yeah,
so
sure.
which was probably, I don't know, half of them or something like that. So I don't know. So he was a sick guy. He basically did the 10 minutes, did a six set and left, and so he was super nice, as I kind of figured he would be, because
Yeah.
most people that are doing well in stand up are usually pretty cool people.
Right.
I don't. I think it's a uh, inverse correlation of like people that are dickheads. They don't seem to usually do that good.
I see. Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, usually when somebody's doing well, they're probably a really cool person.
And they know how to sort of navigate and not be a dick. Yeah,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you say.
Like, generally, I think most of them are like more of them are like that than by far.
Mm,
I'm sure there's the odd one who's a jerk, but
for
Well,
sure.
there's some people we know are jerks, but that are doing well. But let's not drop their names in this
Well,
podcast.
hey.
I do think it
well,
was weird that you refused to name Absolute Comedy after having your name dropped, and you just told the story and went the comedy club instead of
I wasn't trying to exclude absolute comedy on that one. I think we usually it's almost every day I drop absolute comedy on this on this podcast. I think so. So yeah, it was absolute comedy. Everybody, just so in case
And I was surprised because we talk about Absolute Comedy Ottawa here, obviously, because there's very few comedy clubs and the sort of lore of how good it is and all of those kind of things. But it was amazing that that's moved down to the States, that people in the States have heard about this for a long time, how good that club is, and want to go do it, you know? It's surprising me, that's all.
No. Well, it's like he described it literally as this white whale
Yeah.
of,
Yeah.
of a comedy club where he's like, I got to go do it, and he's like, he's in town, And I mean, he's leaving his theater show of 2,500 people to come do the Late Show.
Right.
Like in the middle
That's how
of
much
his theater show, he just left. He's like, I gotta go, and then
he
you guys
fuck
hold
out. He's
on for
like, all right,
10 minutes. I'm just doing 10 minutes. I'll stick to my
I
time.
got to drop 10 minutes over or down the street. Yeah.
I,
So, well, that he would bother to do that is pretty wild,
It
really.
is. Yeah.
the worst part
Because
is
I mean,
Jason suspended him for 6 months for doing a show at another venue.
He didn't have a
yeah,
collared shirt on.
yeah, he took some heat. He took some heat from dress code. He also did 2 minutes over. I didn't want to say anything about it, but yeah, you know, he didn't quite do the 10. He did a 12. So I was like, Jesus, you know,
The thing
I'm
about
like, come on,
people,
man, you're gonna get in
successful
trouble over here.
comedians they're kind of assholes. I don't know if you've noticed. Every
Right. Yeah.
successful comedian I've met's been a bit of a dick.
Yeah, no, that was yeah. So he took a little bit of heat coming off the stage, but otherwise great time. So it was nice to get. I didn't really realize. Definitely didn't realize how big the podcast was because I got so much feedback from it that was
Yeah.
cool. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't personally listen to that podcast before, so
Right.
but Mark was really funny, so I was really impressed by him. I thought he was great.
He's a good writer. The style gets a little grating to me over and over and over. The rhythm of it is a bit it's unique, but it's I don't know.
You
Trash
mean like
talk this guy
one
No,
now.
I'm
liners?
sorry. I don't know what he's not
We're
there. No
roasting
one's
the guy.
gonna. Yeah, no.
You
Oh,
mean one liners in general?
no. I love one-liners. I just mean the sort of rhythm of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I mean like that's the deal with it, right? Like it's
I don't
as
know
you
why
go
I said
longer in a
that.
set,
Yeah, yeah,
as
yeah,
you go longer in a set. Although he's not quite I wouldn't he's like a kind of one-liner style, but it's a little bit expanded from that. I don't know how you
yeah, yeah,
describe him
yeah.
exactly, but
Right.
he definitely gets to the jokes pretty quick. That's for damn
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But like I say, really funny. I thought it was great.
Well, it was super cool, buddy. Shout out to the Bull Moose boys. I survived another Bull Moose weekend, albeit a short one. It was a one nighter out at Smuggler's Glen in Gananoque. Incredible time. Thanks, Danny, for organizing. We had I think there was 12 of us, and then maybe another four came the second day, played a best ball, played a scramble the next day. Great time. Great food, amazing course. If you guys can ever get out to play Smugglers, you have to play it. It's just one of the best courses. Not that I've played a lot of courses in Canada, but I gotta say it's probably easily within the top 10 in Canada. It's spectacular. And that's all. Had a great time. Didn't have to play with fucking handicaps. That was great. Just got to play
Oh,
golf and
No
yeah, it
more
was fun.
handicaps.
No, not for this event. And we did a Ryder Cup. We did a blue versus red, and it was a nice easy push. It was
Oh,
a
there you go.
red went 2-1 the first day, blue went 2-1 the second day. Easy push.
Not so much conflict. Just a nice calm.
Have a lot of conflict.
Nick, let me tell you. Is there any way? Well, I'm throwing it out there for you. It takes a little bit of work, but you could start sandbagging. Hard. You
That's
could
very
say
true. Yeah.
uh, like our friend. You could say maybe you got hit by lightning, or you could say
Mhm.
what do you call it? A voltage discharge from your car went into your hands, can't feel your
Right.
hands, and now you're dyslexic. Just tell them that,
Yeah. I
and then
that yeah.
yeah,
or your
Or
hands
I
are
can
just too
say,
tired from constantly trying to clone yourself.
well, no, I was gonna say
it's also a possibility. Yeah.
Monty keeps referring to me as a sheep, and I'm using all my energy to get away from him. I don't know what's happening, but I've had no time to swing a club, not even a simulator.
Well, yeah, that's it. Just let them know. Like, listen, I can't even. I can't feel my legs. Tell them you
Yeah.
can't feel your legs. Come out, you shoot 145 for like three, 3 or 4 weeks in a row, or you could go full year, shoot 145, and be like, listen,
Yeah, you
and
know what
then
the
you
worst
come
part
out.
of that is your handicap can only go up by 8 strokes. So he might be shooting 145. He's only gaining 8 strokes.
I did
Well,
actually
that's
something I've never done before in those 2 days. Uh, Somehow with fall golf and leaves everywhere and tight fairways and forest everywhere, I played with the same ball for 2 rounds in a row.
Whoa,
I've
that's pretty
never
impressive.
ever done that. And I hit it into the woods and we found it every time. Like I hit it in probably 4 or 5 times. We found it every time. It was pretty wild.
yeah, that- it's
I'm
pretty incredible. What a day.
Listen to this
You
and
should
make
write. You
me
should write the company.
Which company?
You should-
The
I don't know,
golf
Slazenger.
ball
What kind of
company.
ball are you using? Yeah,
Classic Slazenger golf balls.
I got to fire up. I got the
Canada
CEO of
Canada
Slazenger on
Cup.
the line.
I was gonna call Canada Cup and say, hey, you know what? You guys make a great ball,
Yeah.
Mr. Crowflight.
Listen, Mr. Slazenger, that ball is
Listen,
incredible. Found it
yeah,
more times
Phil.
than you could believe. Is there any
Yeah.
way I could get some short shorts from your company? Hand me some of those Bjorn Borgs. Is there any way I could get a Bjorn Borg short set?
Sir, we've been out of business for 35 years.
No, I think they're still in business. They're doing poorly. I hope you haven't like you don't want to invest in them. I don't think that money's
No,
been
you
sitting there
wouldn't.
for a while. Like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
still
Are
three
they
dollars a share.
still not? You're our tennis
Yeah.
correspondent. Are they still not a strong tennis company?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything Slazenger in a while, but I have seen Slazenger golf balls for real.
Boys, I'm coming back from Europe wearing nothing but Slazenger clothes.
So, like, look at this dandy. Oh my God. Look at this beauty.
My
It's like,
Slazenger headband. You guys are gonna love
oh,
it.
buddy. It's like Sweden threw up all over his outfit. Look at this. Oh my God. He's wearing a visor. He doesn't even have a hockey helmet on. Just got it. It's taped to his face. Slazenger tape. They've broken out into a lot of different things.
Mhm.
Golf balls, Zambonis.
Diversified. Yeah.
Yeah, they walked away from. I don't know if they walked away from tennis, but yeah, I haven't seen a lot of tennis Slazenger stuff. But I'm not in the store looking to buy stuff.
Right.
Sometimes I walked into one store though for a bit, and I just started putting hundreds on the table until they. I was like, I'm gonna keep counting these until you give me something Slazenger. Like I would put down one, and like, not enough. Two,
And
three.
if
You're gonna get me
some
something
guy found a
Slazenger.
golf ball underneath a pile of leaves.
Three, four. When are you gonna give me something Slazenger? You drive a hard bargain.
Montgomery, did you play today?
No, I didn't play anything today.
Okay.
But I went to the simulator on Tuesday.
I was just about to say it's simulator season, guys. It
Yeah.
is here.
Yeah. It's here. Yeah.
I went to the sim. I asked them for an IV. They didn't give me. They didn't have nothing. I had no. I played like the infirmed. Just did not have the swing speed. It was not very good. It was just like you know barely just had a few in the 90s.
Mm.
How's,
So
how's your back?
the club head speed was bad. What's that?
How's your back?
I don't know. I hadn't stretched in a while. I haven't felt my back in months, you know.
Mm.
But I hadn't been stretching, so I don't know. Maybe a little bit less elasticity. Maybe I'm just being a lazy bastard. I don't even know what to tell you. But I mean, I hit the ball. It was but like I say, not very well.
I'm sure we've discussed this, but I forget. What's your strategy at a sim? Do you go through the bag?
Monty
You play
hits
a course?
200 balls with the same club in a half an hour, and then he literally is just down, up, down. He is dripping sweat.
Yeah. No, you know what? You're right. My first strategy is I go to the bathroom and I get I'm gonna say I get 12 feet of paper towels and I break them off into 3 feet long. So I get I get four of those 3 foot paper towels, put them in a basket next to the club head thing,
Yeah.
start hitting balls, and then before too long you get up around 30, especially when you start hitting the driver. I'll start off on a 7 iron for a little while,
Yeah.
and then I get up to the driver and yeah, just continuous flow. Get the ball down, hit it. Get the ball down, hit it. And then you start to then the waterworks come out. Then you're
Right.
sweating. Then
Yeah.
you need a beach towel. I go out there. I take part uh
Plus, you have all
part
that
aerobic
residual
part.
jizz coming out.
Some of it's it's like some of that sweat there is some jizz in there. Yeah.
Residual?
Residual.
So,
Oh,
residual.
sorry, Mom. There's the name of the podcast, the episode.
You might get
Yeah,
spell
it's
checked on that one.
uh, the residual income from
From
various
your
sources. And well,
OnlyFans
in this case,
channel.
uh, yeah. So and then just hitting the ball, and then but I've been hitting it a little bit less as we're going along here. Like I haven't been going as many as I started to get better hitting them. I slowed down a little bit.
I notice I don't go to the sim as much as you guys do, but I have to really stretch out as I age my hamstrings because just bending over that many times to like tee up a ball or get a ball or whatever it may be is taxing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a lot more young people like fully stretching before
Yeah.
they start
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. Right.
It's become a full like we used to just swing the club 40
Yeah.
times and then go start
Yeah.
maybe a few stretches, but now they're full on legs,
Yeah.
backs. They're doing
Arms, yeah.
lunges and stuff like that. They're getting
Yeah.
ready.
It's wild.
It's yeah, something's changed. Someone's put out a video somewhere saying stretch, damn it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I mean, personally, I refused to stretch until 5 years ago. Absolutely
Yeah,
refused.
right. Has been
And then
documented.
Hmm.
yeah, and now you got to. But I do absolutely have to. I don't have to for golf though. I suppose I don't leave injured.
Mm.
But in this case, I think I might have lost a little bit of uh, a little bit of stretch from not stretching over 3 weeks or something.
Right, right.
Let me ask you a question about injuries, and this has been in my head now for a month and a half, 2 months. So this is a social media post I saw, and I don't know why it's living in my head rent free, but it is. You remember Trump with all the hand bruising and stuff?
Hmm.
So I don't really spend a lot of time on the old social media. We've talked about this,
Yeah.
but I saw a person try to defend it as it's a golf injury and it's from putting your clubs back in your bag and it's really common. And this woman said, my husband is always coming home from golf with bruised hands like that. And I wanted
Jesus.
to respond, your husband is getting beaten by a dominatrix or something, because
Yeah,
that is not a thing. But
right.
and the mom, like, is it? I'm like, I don't remember ever
No,
seeing anybody bruise their hands from putting clubs back in the bag.
no. Plus, Trump's not putting anything back in his bag. He's
No.
got a caddy there and a guy who's cleaning it for him, doing it for him. There's no goddamn way.
I
That
just
is
Oh no.
wild.
Yeah, and I wish I could go find that post and see what people,
That
because
is
I mean it was
unbelievable.
flat out yeah.
Oh,
And that's all
that's
I can
utterly
think about.
insane.
Every time I touch a
Yeah.
golf club now, that is literally in my head every single time.
Like watch your hands. Watch your
No,
hands.
because I know my hands are fine. I
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, sure.
It's just not a thing. But I want to find this woman and go, what? Your husband has some explaining to do. Like something is, that guy is not going golfing when he says he's going golfing.
No, no. Hands beaten by a dominatrix. I wonder how much you have to pay for that. Just beat
Yeah.
my hands.
So, but what else could it be? Like,
Yeah,
is he going to
tough.
Slapfest somewhere? First rule of Slapfest is only the back of the hand. I don't like, there's nothing, it just makes no sense to
No,
me.
I guess her husband could be beating his mistress.
Right.
Like
Something
is that the
though.
only possibility?
Well, I
I know
don't
I never
know.
heard of anything remotely like that. I mean, if it's true, there should be like an oven mitt market for the golf crew. Get some oven mitts out there
Right.
and just
Take your
make sure
golf
everybody's.
glove off and throw in an oven mitt when you're putting your club
Well,
back.
for sure, you're going to start putting the covers on your irons.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, that's what they tell you every time when you're out there golfing. I don't know about you guys, but somebody would just. My wife would just say to me, just be safe out there.
Watch the hands. She would
Watch the
always say
hands.
famously.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you're not
Mhm.
gonna be selling any Rolexes with that fucking. You come back with a goddamn bruised sausage of a hand. What the hell are we gonna do with that? You're gonna lose that Rolex money, that Rolex hand modeling.
I saw something similar today, Daryl, and I'm trying not to be on it either, but people are all up in arms about Trump. He's tearing down parts of the White House
Mm,
to like build a ballroom, and everyone's freaking out. And someone posted, "Well, why didn't you freak out when Obama did this to build a basketball court?" And it was this
mm.
photo of like construction on the White House, but it was in black and white. And so someone was like, "Yeah, that's from the 30s." Um, that's why we didn't
It's
When
complain about it.
more and more, it's becoming easier and easier to see why people vote for Trump.
Yeah,
Like you just
exactly.
like you
Yeah.
did no fact checking.
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
yeah, just I don't know, just a brain damaged automaton, just wandering around, wondering why your hands are bruised. Like, I guess that's what, like, is it because I'm using the keyboards wrong? I'm just like, I'm like, I'm not using the keyboard right.
My
That's
response
why,
rate on my emails is terrible.
yeah, I sent over the wrong picture. I sent over Teddy Roosevelt's fucking Rose Garden construction instead of Obama's basketball court. Like, where am I? How do you put these golf clubs back?
Oh
It's a
man.
Yeah.
tough one. Go out to the course, accidentally sodomize yourself twice trying to put your golf club back. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how do you do this?
I'm
Somebody send
sorry.
me a picture of Teddy
How do we
Roosevelt's
get
Rose Garden.
how do we get to sodomizing
This
yourself
is
putting the clubs back? That's a
Well, I'm
way
just talking
different.
about general misadventure with a club, I guess, you know? Like, listen, you made a mistake. You didn't put it back the way. Unfortunately, you were sodomized.
Why why is Trump always shitting himself? Oh, my husband plays golf and he shits himself all the time
Yeah, yeah.
because it's from putting the golf clubs back in the golf bag. They sodomize themselves all the time.
Sodomized. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Mistakes were made out there. Hey, bad news, everybody. Listen, I had a pretty bad day out there. Oh, what happened? You golf badly? No, I sodomized myself on numerous occasions, unfortunately, putting the golf clubs back.
And
Um,
I still can't reach my 7 iron. Can someone pluck that out of me?
Hell of a thing. Hell of a day out there. I think I was a little dehydrated, and then I sodomized myself accidentally on two separate occasions, on the ninth hole and on the 14th hole.
whenever I have to produce an episode, there's always this button where that I have to click or not click that says
Oh,
explicit material.
we could fix that in post.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's
Fix, Fix it
gonna
in
be the
post. I mean, I believe sodomy is the correct
Yeah,
nomenclature
that's
for that.
biblical,
Yeah.
man.
that's her.
It's
Yeah, it
biblical.
is.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
having a club in your ass.
It's in the
Did I say
Bible.
it right?
We don't get explicit. We already talked about fucking a sheep for Christ's
Yeah,
sakes. And
I know,
now we've
but
gone too far.
usually, yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Anyway,
usually
we'll be
curse. We're
fine.
pretty good about it.
That's true.
Listen, Your Highness, I'm sorry if I misspoke. I meant club in my ass.
Are you talking to Prince Andrew now?
Yeah. Or Prince Andrew's he's been around a golf club before.
It's just Andrew now.
Oh,
We
they
haven't.
took it away from they took away the, it's it's the best. Did they? I hope he has a thing with a jacket that has a pocket that says Prince, and they ripped it off him, and
Yeah.
he's just
And
like,
he
and then
reacts
he
like,
has this.
"Oh,
He
I
has
like
to
that you
leave
think
all sad.
they're walking around with pockets that identify what their official title is.
It says Prince Andrew. You get the old ripped off pocket. I'm like, oh, jeez. All right, guys, I apologize. That's no, that's well, well. I guess this is a bit of a change of pace. But do you guys see the FBI indictments that came down in the sports
I
world?
did. I
For
was
the
going to bring it up."
gambling, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty wild. Chauncey Billups,
Crazy.
Terry
It's
Rozier.
the wildest thing about that is Chauncey Billups has been accused of being involved in uh, a mafia plot to cheat high end poker players,
Yeah,
Hmm.
and he was the lure. Like, you get to
yeah,
play poker with Chauncey Billups,
exactly.
and that's one you don't expect because that's just like cheating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's non basketball related.
Yeah. I
Like,
think when they
theoretically, he should
say
be able to coach
I
still.
think it's funny that you said that they were cheating poker players, and then you said that's just like cheating.
Yeah, no, I mean, to reiterate, yeah, cheating poker players, that's cheating.
Yeah, that's
But
wrong.
it's not. But it's not cheating at basketball. You can kill poker players, but you didn't do anything wrong in basketball.
But I don't know if the NBA has rules around if you're like a convicted
Well,
felon
but
or
no, he would rest players, and then
oh
the same people that he ran the cheating poker thing with, he would let them know these players aren't playing tonight. So
okay,
then
he's
they would
fucked.
bet
Yeah,
money on the games knowing that the best players aren't playing.
right.
Or the props. There's a lot of props where props being like a like one small bet where like Terry Rozier was it's just a bet on Terry Rozier. How
Right.
many points does he get? And then he comes out of the game with his foot hurts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it could be Billups doing that too, where there's a line on a guy to have like 3 rebounds, but he's like, I'm not going to play him.
Right.
yeah. And it's the
And
same people that were involved with that Porter from the Raptors.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
wait,
It's
all of this
crazy.
is exceptionally wild because Billups must have made $100 million.
Yeah, you would think
Uh,
so.
T- Terry Rozier has made $100 million. He's on a contract of
Yeah,
like 25 or 30 million dollars.
Yeah.
it goes to something we've talked about many times. How much money do you need?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Yeah.
you could get by on that for the rest of your life quite easily.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
makes no
I
sense.
mean,
So why you have to go this extra extreme
Yeah.
to get what? A cut of for the $50,000 you stole from some poker players?
Yeah.
A small, why you're getting what, $4,000
Yeah.
to break the law and ruin your life?
Yeah. Insane.
that's it's truly insane. Although he could be in the pocket of the mob in that case.
True.
They might have got away from him.
Mm.
If he is,
Like
then
they
he's
give
done
you
something else probably then that we're going to find out
yeah.
about, you know,
Yeah.
like why are you that far in the pocket of the mob?
Yeah.
Well, they
Like
give
I
you like an oak bedroom suite, and then maybe a fancy waffle maker and an espresso machine, and then they're like, "Hey, listen, are you going to bench this player or whatever?" And you're like, I can't tell you that." I'm like, "Yeah, what about the goddamn waffle maker?"
yeah.
That's how it goes down. They lure you in,
And then
but
those
it's
mafia guys end up with bruised backs of their hands because
Exactly.
you're not paying up, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it
Maybe
all
that
comes
lady's
full circle.
husband's a mafia guy. He's just backhanded Billups. Uh, I'm like, yeah, I backhanded Billups a couple times today. He wouldn't pay me. I already gave him a waffle maker. The guy wouldn't even tell me who he's benching.
What kind of a name is Chauncey? Smack.
Taking one just for being named Chauncey.
Is there nothing more sacred than the gift of a waffle maker?
Yeah, an Italian man gives a black man a waffle maker, and you tell me that's not beautiful? No,
That's the plot to Green Book 2, I think. I think it's
yes,
more Green Book waffles.
But how much more of this are we going to see? Like, there's going to be
Yeah,
with
yeah, it's got
gambling's
to be.
what it is now. It's going to be the tip of the iceberg. Like,
Yeah.
well, I was watching Stephen A. Smith on TV just talking about this, and he was bringing up Trump a lot and saying that Trump is kind of focusing in on a bunch of sports that aren't like being friendly to him. Where he's like, nothing's going to happen in the UFC because he has a good relationship with
Mm.
Dana Carvey or whatever the guy's name is, and
he does a
Sorry.
hell of a George St. Pierre
Saturday
impression.
Night Live
My
safe.
God. Yeah.
yeah, him and Dana Carvey are boys, but otherwise,
Movies about men dressed as turtles
Yeah,
forever going to be
exactly.
safe.
yeah, no problem with that. They're making a two. They're making a Master of Disguise two. Uh, what do you call it? But so he was going on about like Trump, and I'm like, that's not that it's an incorrect point, but what I thought he was kind of remiss in mentioning is like your show is about to go to a commercial, and it's going to be for sports gambling.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Right.
If you're going to integrate sports gambling with everything, I was telling my wife, I was like, I was trying to explain the spread to her for a betting, and I was like, that is a full on gambling term, and it's a gam. You're only talking about gambling when they go off the Raptors broadcast and
Right.
say, "Hey, why don't we go to Sam Mitchell with his pick on the spread?" And I was like, "Now you just made it a gambling show. It's not
Yeah.
even. It's not a sports
Mhm.
show. It's a gambling show."
Yeah.
Well, in a very short time, that's literally what sports broadcasting is now. It's just
Yeah.
gambling.
Yeah.
That's all it
It's a
is. It's
gambling
nothing more.
broadcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So the idea that these players are getting caught up in, I mean, I feel like Chauncey really went out of his way to get involved in the mob to be cheating poker players. I don't know if that's got anything
Yeah,
Yeah.
to do
that's
with
a
the
weird.
broadcast, but
Yeah.
yeah, you went out of your way to do that one. But but the idea of a guy now making a prop bets or something or on himself,
Yeah.
um, that's not so weird. Even though that guy's making $30 million.
Yeah. Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's the crazy part because there was like 200 or $300,000 of action on him, and all of a sudden his leg hurt.
Yeah.
And but I'm like 200,000. You made 30 million.
Yeah.
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 Let's not even we're not even thinking about the real weird thing that the World Series, we're recording this
I know.
the night before game one, the biggest star of the World Series, his translator got caught,
Right.
big quotation marks,
Yeah.
gambling. I mean, it's obvious
Yeah.
their biggest star in baseball is a gambling addict.
Yep.
How much more money does that guy need? Why are you
Exactly.
gambling? I
I
don't
know.
understand it.
You
Yeah.
I,
know, it's absolutely wild. But it's like people have problems with gambling, and now they've decided like let's just advertise it like 24/7,
yeah.
and of course the players will get involved when it's that easy to bet.
But I
Oh,
remember there's got to be something around the juice of gambling because like that fits with the hyper competitiveness. Because I remember Barkley telling
hmm
this story about Tiger hanging out with Tiger and Jordan in Vegas, and they would go and they would get the most exclusive suite, and then they would sit in the suite at separate tables and play blackjack alone. It was just a room with Michael Jordan at a table, Barkley at a table, and Tiger at another table for hours. And it's just like, think about the psychology. That's not even a social thing. That's not
No.
even like a getting drunk thing. That's not even like a, blowing off steam. It's just like you're so locked into this competitive thing, this winning. I don't know. It's just that story is wild. So I don't know if these hyper competitive guys just have something different that we don't, you know?
Yeah. Like you can't be like
Yeah,
you
they have
couldn't want
money.
more
That's
money.
what they
Well,
have.
that's
They have
true.
money,
Yeah.
No, but it's like, yeah, but why would you even bother? Like, look, I'll tell you guys, I'll tell our listeners, between us and Chauncey Billups, um, if you have $30 million, and Terry Rozier, if you got $30 million, why don't you consider taking a big chunk of that money and putting it in Suncor? Now, Suncor pays a 4.2% dividend. Canadian company.
I can't
They had some
believe
problems.
How did you
They had
sneak
some
a
safety
Suncor
problems.
ad into this? I don't even.
we haven't had a stock pitch in, I don't think, this season. And he
Yeah,
snuck
This
one
is
in.
yeah, I don't. We
I
have
listen.
to have
Listen.
meetings with HR about this.
Gina's
Four
gonna get
point two
upset.
percent
Oh
four
boy.
point two percent dividend right off the hop there, Terry. And then, listen, they've plugged up a lot of their problems. A guy got killed by a bear. That was 2 years ago. Don't even worry about it now. They've got the bear situation figured out. They're, it's gravy from here. So what do you even need? Listen, it's fine to
Wait,
cheat
hold on.
people with Italian gangsters. That's fun. But why not put the money into a dividend play? And then again, like I say, the Bears aren't even a problem
You know
anymore.
what? You could put a side bet. How many more Suncor guys are gonna get eaten by bears? Right? Like this is a little.
Yeah, hit that
You
prop.
still scratch
Yeah.
that itch.
Yeah, listen, I have nobody. I have a parlay. Nobody gets killed by a bear, but somebody gets mauled by a mountain lion, injured, but alive.
Yeah.
One injured guy with a mountain lion, and I got a what do you call it? I got a Wolverine growling at somebody.
This
Between the three of them,
podcast, this
yeah,
podcast is becoming a gambling podcast. Like
Well,
it
we
used to
were
be
sponsored by
pure.
some by a
That's
gambling app
actually
for a while.
we weren't really sponsored. We just got to bet their money for free. We weren't. That was not legit
yeah.
whatsoever. I had to take a seminar. I was in a Ponzi scheme. I lost half my wealth.
So
I
we
didn't
got
make a cent. I didn't make a goddamn cent.
But he gets to spend 3 months a year in Portland, Oregon.
with Chauncey Billups
yeah,
at the euchre table.
yeah, gambling with the Casa Nostra. Uh, Listen, guys, I'll be honest with me. Is this a Ponzi scheme? I've been caught in one before. I did a seminar. They got me. I'm in a timeshare in. I'm in a timeshare in New Orleans, and is anyone going to call the big blind?
It's like when you're a newer com. This happened to me as a newer comic. Someone asked me to headline their show, and I was like, "Oh my God, I get to headline a show!" As like I was like 2 years into stand up, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." He's like, "Yeah, you get to bring your opener." And so I asked the younger comic, "Hey, do you want to open for me?" And was all excited and drove out to the show. It was in Brampton, and there was nobody there. And I was like, "Oh, right, that's what it means when you're early on and someone asks you to headline. It's going to be a terrible show." That's what it was. Us getting a sponsor, someone who enthusiastically reached out to us and was like, "Hey, we would love your podcast. We'd love to sponsor you." And you're like, "Oh, we're making it. This is happening."
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be a complete fucking scam.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
only one of us lost money at that.
That's true. That's me. Yeah, just me. The only one to, yeah, the only product producer, content developer who loses money at a with a sponsor.
But
What
you
did they
got to
get you in on?
headline
Was
those
like
bets. You got to
I did
headline
get
the
the
bets.
headline. I did headline those
get the
bets, and I
headline the bets?
crushed. Yeah.
Well, they got me a little bit on the video roulette for a while.
Oh, did
And I
they?
was like, Jesus, guys, is there any way I get like a sponsor discount? They were like, no. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'll take black. Lost it all. Lost it all. I had a... But it's I think it's kind of funny. I think in Canada maybe they'll change it, but because Canada has some degree of decency that way, where they might be like you cannot advertise gambling on
Yeah,
broadcast, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
at the
then what
very
what
least,
happens what happens to lottery? I mean, the government makes so much goddamn money off the lottery, which is effectively the same thing. They're not gonna like where do you draw the line between sports gambling and lottery?
I think you can draw a line because it's not exactly the same thing. Like, I mean, lottery, I would say not nearly as addictive. Lottery is not
Mm,
happening. Like, you're not watching the lottery every night. You know what I
sure.
mean? Like, you're
Yeah,
literally, you almost can't have a conversation about sports anymore without someone bringing it to gambling.
right.
I can have lots of conversations about numbers. No one ever
Yeah,
brings it to lotteries.
right. Yeah,
You know,
true. I guess
like
so.
I just think
Yeah.
it's slightly, it's different. It's still a
Mm,
form of gambling, but I don't think it's as intense.
mm.
You're not getting that constant adrenaline rush. You know, when you're betting on the third period of a hockey game,
Yeah.
you can't bet on what's going to be the sixth number of the draw.
Yeah, true.
You know, there's just too many
Definitely not
ways
as
to gamble on
addictive.
sports.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't even mind that there's that many ways to gamble, but I don't know that you should be advertising it on the same show that's
Yeah,
playing the sport.
yeah.
You
I
know,
keep
like that
saying
is
like
it's
I there's nothing that annoys me more than when I get all the gambling addict or ads and why I'm not allowed to skip them.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that
Yeah.
play full out are always gambling ads. I'm like,
Right.
why do they have this special thing with YouTube?
Right.
Let me skip these bastards.
well, listen, in my opinion, if you're just gonna sit down for an afternoon and watch a little Walk with Yan or whatever,
Yeah,
watch it.
which
And
I
if they
gamble
put on
on. I gamble on
yeah,
Walk with
yeah.
You.
Like, listen, I'm the gamble. You know what? I've lost every bet on Walk with Yen.
Yeah.
Every time I bet that it's not going to be an Asian.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time he's Asian.
I always make a bet that no pun this week.
Yeah.
And every
Yeah.
time there's a walk pun. I can't believe I
Yeah.
keep losing
I
it. One of
always
these
I
times.
always lose the over under 2.5 rice dishes. Always. I can never get it right.
God damn it! Just
He's
once, Yan.
wily.
He's wily. I don't know. I don't mind the gambling, but the amount of advertising, it seems insane to me.
Yeah,
Because you could stop the advertising. They stopped advertising cigarettes for a million years ago,
Sure.
but they still
Yeah, yeah,
sell
yeah.
them.
Absolutely.
what's
You know.
like if you're a kid, you're still and you're on YouTube, are you still getting those gambling ads?
Oh, I would not be surprised.
Yeah,
That's a
I
little
think so.
insane.
But you can always just say you're 18. I mean, you don't have to show nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
No,
true.
it's just I just think it's kind of like at some point they have to have a reckoning with it to be like you cannot just if you're allowed to bet on every player on the Raptors and then you're going to show that nonstop on a Raptors game.
Mm.
It to me is kind of crazy
Yeah.
because but as far as prop bets, I don't mind. Listen, I got that parlay on Suncor Bear, man mauled by mountain lion. What's the big deal? Who's that hurting? I'm not inventing mountain lions over here. It's not like I'm stalking. I'm not stalking the oil shelves with goddamn mountain lions. You know what I mean? I didn't bring a
Well,
mountain
what's
lion.
what's to keep you from doing that though?
Truth.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of money in mountain lions. I mean, it depends on how much you got. Because mountain lions aren't free. You can't just like roll in with like
Oh, you
fucking
can get a
30.
free mountain lion if you're dedicated to the cause.
So you really have to be putting a lot on that parlay to be like, yeah, I've been in the mountains for a while now, and it's gone okay. I've been mauled 3 times by mountain lions, but I got them. I got a line of them. Or you know what? I guess you could bring a lynx if because I got no issues with the lynx. I'll put a sack on a lynx and no trouble.
An
I'm
even
gonna say
more
right
elusive
now,
animal. An even
yeah,
more elusive animal. You might as well have gone Wolverine at that stage.
yeah. If you get a lynx and you put like in your front seat with a seatbelt on, I don't think a lynx can get out of there. A lynx doesn't know how to work a
Lynx,
seatbelt.
Lynx is baffled. Listen, everyone knows lynx are baffled by modern technology. They just don't know.
You don't need a cage. That's what I'm talking, Monty.
Yeah,
You can get three lynx comfortably in your car, drive to the Suncor location.
let them go. Tell them let's do this thing, boys. And,
I mean, getting them out of there is going to be a little. You might want to get a stick to open up those seat belts, but
well, hopefully by that time through the drive we have a bit of a rapport, and so hopefully it's not as much of a problem there. I'm like, yeah, sure, he's driving around. Everyone's got coffees. The
Yeah,
links
yeah,
are all
Monty's
caffeined up. They're
Monty's
no,
ready to
played
go.
he's played the links, the Mark Norman bit from Instagram. Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm a big deal, but this podcast is
Yeah,
pretty huge.
take a listen to this, Links. There, it's
look,
Mark Norman big me up there. What do you think about that, Links?
I've road tripped with Monty, and I find every time we become a little closer at the end of the road trip. So I'm
Absolutely.
going to
That's
say,
true.
Monty, those
Yeah.
links would be enthralled with his stories.
Every trip I take, like the links will be like, "Hey, we're gonna like this one." Some one links is looking at the other links, and you're like, "You're gonna like this story." Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites. Yeah, yeah. The
Links.
links, yeah. Let's say, but I mean that's a lot of commitment. But it's like then you start winning the big bucks.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
links
I was
And
is
then
going to
like
say,
hammering.
go
I'm going to
ahead.
go on a limb and say also a bear couldn't figure out a seatbelt. So if you can
No.
get that bear in
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
Well, it's hefty. You need a double seat or whatever. You need them in the back.
well, front seat, just give him a lot of leg room.
It's a lot of it's a lot of bear in a front seat. I'm like, oh, like, geez. Imagine you catch a little bit of a paw, just a bit of a paw when you try to make left. You're like, oh, oh Jesus. Oh, that was more paw than I needed. Go right into a goddamn lamppost. The bear might be the casualty. The bear was killed in the bear was killed in a minor fender bender, but he did paw the fucking owner. And then yeah, anyway. Someone will
That's
come out
that,
bleeding and be like, what happened? I'm like, the bear.
that's why they have airbags. Keep the bear in place.
Yeah, let him figure that one out. Got an airbag on him. Don't worry, the bear's fine. Got an airbag on him.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I had a bear. Bear swung at me. Crashed into a lamppost. I had been drinking, but not much. The, it was pretty much all the bear.
Now, if you excuse me, Your Honor, I have to get to Suncor.
I have a proposition bet I have to make.
Do,
I got to make it to Suncor
do you
because they're
think
they're
if
oil fields.
do you think if you left the bear in the car while you ran into like Costco, someone would call the cops and say you have a bear in the car locked up, windows closed? Would you have to open the windows to get the bear some air?
That'd be amazing if you're getting like the inhumane. I'm like, you think the bear's worried about the sun? Bear doesn't give a goddamn about the sun. The bear can sit in the car for 14 hours boiling hot. Bear will be fine. Bears are resilient. That's what everyone knows, and that's how you get them riled up too. Get them all heated.
Yeah.
Bring them directly to the Suncor, the
Oh,
Suncor
they hate
oil sands.
Suncor.
I'm
Famously,
like,
they
oh
hate
jeez,
Suncor.
yeah, they're after them. They're on their asses. Well, bears
We're
think it's their oil. It's not their oil.
we're gonna I'm gonna bring it back to golf. We're gonna do
Oh yeah.
one question of would you rather, because we're on a bit of a heater with this. So I got one question for you. Would you rather have your golf ball always end up within 1 inch of the cup, but never go in for an entire season. So basically every single putt is a lip out. Or be required to wear a full vintage bright plaid knicker and tam o'shanter outfit plus argyle socks for every round you play for the rest of your life.
It's like the who's the guy that died in a plane crash?
Payne Stewart.
Is it that outfit?
Yeah, basically.
Somewhat, yeah. I find GPT is forcing us to do a lot of things for the rest of our lives, which I find weird.
It
But
is. Yeah.
I would go with
okay,
the Payne
so
Stewart outfit all day.
yeah,
But
you're
you got
missing
to outfit yourself, Monty.
I mean, I have to find these things.
You have to find them. You have to expand. You have to
one
manage,
trip to
wash.
Scotland, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it in my own very own tartan.
Yeah.
I'll do it in my hunting tartan, so that the animals will feel they won't see me properly.
Mm.
Um, oh yeah, I'll do that because I swear to God, if I lipped out for a whole year, me and the bear are gonna fucking Thelma and Louise off a goddamn cliff. Uh, what else can we do? The bear will be like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it."
Paw in
I agree
hand,
with you.
just as you go.
Fine hand. Yeah, we'll make it. I swear. Live it in a prayer, bear.
The worst part is there's no seatbelts in a golf cart to take the bear with you on your
Yeah,
round, you know?
exactly. Oh, that'd be
That's
glorious.
true. You can put bear in the roof.
Oh, can you imagine it just back in the where you hold the clubs?
Ooh,
Just
that,
all happy-go-lucky, his legs dangling.
yeah, that's bruised hands anytime you go back there.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Think about the hands. Just like the bear gave me such little space. I bruised the fuck out of my hands.
I don't know
Tell
why
my
we
wife.
never got another sponsor. It's really weird.
What are you talking about? I think we're great.
It is great. This is the greatest podcast in the history of podcast.
Didn't want to say, but thank you. I
Yeah,
would agree with you.
you're welcome.
I feel like I'm getting more and more compliments about our podcast. I don't understand
Is that right?
how we're
Interesting.
not making money yet.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to, Daryl? Let me talk to him.
Bears.
Tell give him my number and tell them to text me some nice things.
Why? We always say nice things to you.
No, no. I mean, the people that are giving compliments,
Oh, what are you
Oh,
talking
I
about?
see.
Barry always
compliment people.
compliments us.
Yeah, Nikki.
Oh
Yep.
yes, yeah. We have some diehard listeners, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Robbie,
We definitely get
Murph.
some
Yep.
compliments along the way. So it keeps us going. Keeps me and the bear from going off a cliff.
Keeps the lights on, the
Keeps the
expensive
keeps
lights
the
on.
lights on.
Yeah.
But well, like I say, it's gonna be simulator season. But I think we'll probably get in a couple more rounds. No, a
I
round.
think so. I'm playing on Sunday. I think that's going to go through. But yeah, I mean, this has been yeah, I think we'll get it in. Well, let's talk some Jays. We're all Jays fans. Monty, I think to lesser degree than Daryl and I.
Oh, but Monty's been
Um,
watching every
he has
minute
been
of every
watching.
game.
Yeah. And
I've been watching now. Yeah.
games 1 and 2 will be over by the time this comes out. Let's hope the Jays aren't 0-2. But I mean, I'm not, there's not a lot of pressure on the Jays in this World Series. All the pressure's
No,
on
no one's
the
expecting them to
defending.
win.
No. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
expecting
want
them
to
to win. I
enjoy.
mean, I don't
This
see
is
why not.
wild. Yeah. For
Tony can go fuck himself, as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
Tony?
uh, Tony, what's his name?
Oh,
Otani. Tony.
I
Otani.
I was
Otani.
picturing Tony Kukoc for some reason. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is Tony Kukoc involved?
Otani. Well, I mean, he's a great player, but I mean, the Jays are a great team.
Yeah.
They've got so much cohesion,
Yes. Yeah.
so much chemistry. What a home run that was to win the game 7.
Unbelievable.
And they do have going for them that every team that has swept and every team that's gone 7 when they play together,
Hmm.
Mm.
the 7 teams,
4-0.
Yeah.
yeah. And so there's got to be
Interesting.
rust factor is a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you get
sure is.
superstitious, Daryl, when you watch? What's your attitude during a big game?
As I don't believe in God and I get
Yep.
further and further away from believing in God and stuff like that, I will say that if the team I like wins, and I'm sitting in a seat, I have to sit in that seat and watch the next game. And I
Yeah.
can't get over that sort of stupidity.
Yeah, I'm the same. I do the exact same thing.
Like when the Leafs won the first round, I watched a lot of those games sitting on the edge of the bed in the
Mm,
bedroom. And then I'm like, well, this is where I've got to sit,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. And then I had to change it up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever works for you guys. I find look, my buddies were talking about game six. The Blue Jays were playing in the ALCS, and my buddies were like, they didn't want to do the basketball pool because it was the
Oh
same
yeah.
time. A couple people didn't want to do it, and I was like, I'm not pitching. What do I care? And why the hell can't I do the basketball pool? I don't. No one's going to ask me. I'm not going to hit. Not even. I'm not out there at all. I mean, like, so I always feel that. I feel like they're doing most of the work.
Sure.
I
So
think
I really, I
the lion's share, is that the term?
Yeah.
yeah,
The
very much
mountain
the
lion's
The
lion's
mountain
share.
share.
lion share.
Yeah, the mountain lions share the work, bro. So I'm like, I gotta do too much right now. I'm just boiling a pot for no reason. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna put anything in there. Just boil it. Watch the game.
Well,
Oh,
enjoy
I try.
everyone. Good. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Monty. Please.
No. I'm just saying. I'm excited. I'm optimistic.
Are you? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm not overly optimistic, but I'm also not just cynical, like, oh, or stressed out. I just kind of, we got to experience two great series. Teams playing well. We'll see what happens with Bo. But I can't. I was shocked today when they named you Savage the game one starter. I know this doesn't apply to when this podcast comes out, but I know it makes sense based on the rotation and Gosman pitched in game seven. But I was just like,
But
Jesus Christ, his
he only pitched one inning. Does
I
that
know, but
really disqualify him
his
from game one?
his what seventh start of all time is game one of the World Series
Yeah,
in
that's
Toronto against the fucking Dodgers. Like that's wild.
yeah. I mean, if he
Man.
comes out with like he did for most of those other games,
Yeah.
that's the thing of legend.
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's been absolutely incredible what he's been doing. It's nuts.
they should
Yeah.
just trade him now because he's never going to be able to live up to this.
So true.
If he does, they're never going to be able to afford him.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to. Well, let's see what he does. Like I say, man, they made it this far. I
Yeah.
cannot believe they won a series where they lost the first two games at home and lost the fifth game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody could have ever done that before. It's just a crazy thing
Yeah.
statistically to do.
Yeah.
So,
Wild.
so why not? Maybe there is a God, Daryl. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they're pulling the
Selfishly,
strings.
selfishly, I kind of want them to lose
Hmm.
because I'll be in England and I'm like, if they win
Oh,
the World Series and
yeah.
I'm over there, at 3 in the morning when they
Yeah.
wrap it up, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. I hear you.
this is so bad. This is who would have thought a November trip to England would affect my joy so much?
Yeah, that is exceptionally selfish.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I mean, maybe I
That
can
is next
find
level.
if there's a sports bar that's open till 5 a.m. in
Yeah.
London, which I'm having a hard time believing is a thing.
Isn't there still a Canadian pub in
There is. I'm
London?
doing a show there in 2 weeks.
Maybe because it's the Jays, maybe they'll stay open.
You know, you can call it a Canadian pub.
I've been there. It's
Yeah,
weird. It's very
yeah,
weird. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, poutine's on the
Right.
menu, but
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a bunch of hockey stuff on the walls,
Yeah.
but there's nothing on the TVs to make me think this is a Canadian. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
showing
yeah.
hockey,
Right, right.
you know,
True.
like yeah. So I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a place where Canadians gather, and
Right.
I'll just go hang around the Canadian embassy,
There you go.
and
Yeah,
they'll
get out
know.
there, hit some dingers into the Canadian embassy.
Buddy, that's I'm going walking around with my Blue Jays cap and my hat, my bat, my
Yeah,
glove.
just have your wife throw you some light ones and just crack them into the embassy.
Yeah. Soft lobs. Yeah.
Soft lobs,
I
just crunching them.
I don't think I've hit a ball since my 20s, so they're gonna have to be some awfully soft lobs.
Well, I tell you, once it's like riding a bike, buddy. You'll hit a couple off your wife's shins, and then right in, right into the upper deck after that.
That's how I ride a bike, right off her shins. I don't want to tell you what happens at the golf courses, but the back of her hands are just destroyed.
Well, go Jays.
Go Jays.
Enjoy all the games. Enjoy all the light year rounds of golf for those of us in this part of the world. For those of you in other parts of the world where golf is ongoing, keep swinging well out there. Thank you, Comedy Records. Again, our friend and past guest Nikki Reynoldsson has a show November 8th at Bluffers. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Bluffers? Yep,
Yep.
Bluffers. I'm gonna be there. Bought a ticket. First time I think since I've been a stand-up comedian that I bought a ticket to a comedy show.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, gonna be a good night. And Monty and I, well, our show didn't happen, which doesn't matter for this, but that's okay. Thanks everyone for listening, for watching on YouTube. Thanks, Mark, for the socials. We have one more episode left in season 8, and then we'll take a little bit of a break. Daryl's traveling, and we'll be back in our off season. But we've had some fun in our off season, so looking forward to wrapping this season up and moving on.
I'll fill the dead air there with a
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, listen, we're I love that we'll be moving on. I'm like, we'll be moving on. And listen, I'm excited for this week. Go Blue Jays.
Yeah.
You got a bat and a ball.
Yeah.
And that's not all.
Yeah.
So Chauncey, big ups to the Blue Jays. God bless us all.
Tradesman's entrance. Now, it doesn't count as the tradesman's entrance if it goes inside. Only if it goes in the back.
She can hit it, although it looks like it's strongly uphill, it's really